exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream in me. Hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? Guess what day it is? I'm just giving you a little hint here. I got a little beer in front of me, so you know what day it is. It is indeed Beer and Bud Friday, so please, let's don't hesitate. We're already, 7 minutes behind? Get the beer off the ice, baby. Step one right there. And open La Cerveza. And, baby, I hope we have a great weekend. I hope we have the sun shining on every one of us, baby. Está bueno. Está bueno muy bien. And y'all know the rest of that story. If you're so inclined, stuff that bud in the bowl. Or whatever smoking material you may have. Because we got some chilling out to do this weekend, baby. Anyway, Dorothy Tyndall's here. Thank you very much. Stephanie, Dean, and Jay are having a wonderful Beer and Bud Friday, it looks like. Thank you. The remixtress is here. Mega Wet Willie, Michael Johnson's in the room. Tina Riley, Nancy Halverson, Tracy Tobias, Aaron Trombley, thank you for being here. Steve P. and Robin Lyons, Mark Perkins, Chuckster 255 is with us. Virginia Woodley, how you doing, darling? George Murray's here. Michael James, Mark Perkins. Where's Bernadette? I don't know. We'll see if she shows up. Raylene Allen is here. Laureen Barrett, thank you for being here. S. Warren, all the way from Georgia, baby. The remixtress. Kay Diverter, thank you for being here. Randy Curtin, Randy Curvin. Rant and Randy of the True Patriots Group. Check him out on Facebook and on YouTube, baby. He uses his voice, and we appreciate him tremendously. Martha Smart is here. Tina Riley. Oh, where did I leave off? Shit, it jumped. Donna Lombardo. Oh, excuse me. There's Bernadette Bree. She's with us. Thank you very much. Gary Spring all the way up in Canada. Thank you for being here. Judy's here. The Feral Full Female Society is with us. Let me see. Get on down here. I got to get Pat Peacock. Thank you. I got to get down there. Hank from the Netherlands is with us. I don't try to pronounce Hank's last name because I'm going to screw it up really bad. Anyway, it is Friday. And, we started out this Friday with Joe Biden having a conversation with President Xi over in China, about almost a 2-hour conversation, they said. I understand that the basic gist of the conversation was laying out the Martha Lavera's in jail again, Facebook jail. And there's Leo Sahaki. Biker Leo's with us. Thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate it. And there's Johnny Fly. I got to call him out because, he's Johnny Fly. Anyway, the gist of the conversation was the decision that China has to make right now on offering support to Russia in the Ukraine war, in the attack on Ukraine. Now, Russia's asking for two things, basically: weapons and money. Weapons and money. That's what Putin needs right now. Right now, the money part just, because they was running a thing on TV earlier today, and I saw a part of it, and it was about the one of Putin's mansions somewhere over there where it's this bodacious place you wouldn't believe, and he's supposed to be one of the richest men in the world, and he's asking for money from China. Really? Why don't you chum up some of your own wealth there, buddy? Put it on the table. Sell a fucking mansion or two or something. But no, they're going to China. In the military part, the weapons part, I don't know, baby. A lot of weapons they could provide, but not too many that are compatible with Russian, being able to use them or something. So right now, I guess we're all waiting to see what China's going to do, baby. Are they going to assist in this shit? Are they going to assist Russia in this illegal war? This war crime that's happening in Ukraine? Anyway, we're waiting to see. Because Putin's only got one playbook, and that's flatten everything, baby. He did it in Sarajevo. He did it in Aleppo. That's his modus operandi. Knock everything down. Houses, buildings, churches, schools, it don't matter. Just knock it all down and kill as many people as you can. That's Putin's war. And that's what he's doing in Ukraine. What was that? How many of you think Xi Jinping will side with Russia? In my opinion, it's just yes. Maria Betancourt thinks China's going to side with Russia. I don't know, Maria, because Russia's got to look at this cautiously because of the union that has been brought together against Russia in this crime. All of NATO. Just about the whole world, I think, save 3 countries in the world that are siding with Russia. Every other country in the world is standing up against this shit. That's if China starts to get sanctions from countries all around the world, then yeah, there could be a problem there for China, and I'm not sure they want to go that way. I think China's stuck in a place where I think they would like to help, but the world is watching this, baby, and the world is seeing the atrocities that's happening. Does China really want to get involved in that? Does China really want to back that shit and appear to be the same thing on the world stage? I'm hoping not. But yeah. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. If China gave weapons, then the loser Russians will let them get compensated so we know their technology. Yeah, we'll just take their shit away from them. The Russian army is not doing well at all. We keep saying this, that if nothing else, this has shown us the weakness of the Russian army. The conventional forces of Russia are not what they were cracked up to be. It's looking bad on the world stage, and the more it looks like that, the more Putin is in the corner now. I did see him giving some speech over in Russia with a packed freaking stadium. Yes, comrade, let's all go to the speech. And he gave a big old speech last night and pumped them all up about how they're standing up against Nazism and all this shit. It's a war of words right now. Whose message is going to get out there? Is it going to be Putin, or is it going to be somebody like Schwarzenegger? It's a big difference in the messaging out there, and I think that the truth eventually finds its way through. Even they want the oil too. They need the oil. So much is about oil. I seen oil prices come down. I ain't seen the price at the pump come down. That's the same thing that we've seen over and over and over from oil companies. That when the price of oil goes up per barrel, boy, they shoot the prices up overnight. You wake up in the morning, it's 10 cents, 15 cents more because oil shot up. Oil drops 30%, drops $30 a barrel, $40 a barrel. Well, we'll think about lowering the price. We don't know. It could be shaky. It could go back up tomorrow. Yeah, or it could fall again. Reminding you of the profits that Exxon and Shell and the rest of them made up in the billions, and that's 23 billion for Exxon alone. Then profit, baby. Don't think they could give back a little bit of that to their customers and ease the pain at the pump a bit? No, baby. That's not the way the world works. There's still money to be made, and large corporations like that, they don't really much give a shit about your sad sob story about how much gas is killing you. Don't buy it. That's their attitude. They got plenty of it to sell you. Anyway, Ukraine has a lot of uranium. Yeah, it may. I know Texas has got a bunch of them down here. We have uranium mines down here. I'm not familiar with exactly, Gary, how much uranium Ukraine has. Putin put those people to show up. Sounds like Trump. It did. It's. But if you look around at his last rally, he had a pretty good crowd there. Donnie did. So yeah, there's still hangers. There's still maggots out there. The signs are still up down the road. Ain't nothing changed. I think some of them are trying to lay a low key right now just because of their embarrassment over backing a Russian sympathist. That's if Donnie had his way, if Donnie was in office, if somebody was asking the other way what would happen, shit, we'd be sending weapons to Russia to help them. That's what we'd be doing. We'd be praising their ass or some shit. That's what Trump would do. You think he would have stood up against Putin for a damn thing? That cowardly little bitch? I don't think so. I don't think so. He would have turned it over lock and key. Zelensky asked Trump for help in the form of missile defense. Well, they could probably use right now. But Donnie, no. He had to make a deal, something in it for him, a little pilon, they call it down here. A little something extra to sweeten the deal if you want something. And that's who Trump is, no matter what it is, whether you're talking about missiles or whether you're talking about apartments. He wants a little pilon. He wants extra, baby. You got to treat him like the royalty that he is, that he makes believe in his head. Anyway, and people play up to it for so many years that he thinks it. He believes in his fantasies in his head. So I don't know. I'm like y'all out here. I'm watching this show go by every day, trying to make sense of it, trying to let your heart and your mind get together on the same crap. And it's hard to watch, especially anytime you see suffering like we've seen in Ukraine. Man, that's hard to watch. Anyway, I see who's in the room here. Martha Smart's in the room. Ardessa's here. Teresa Diggum, our resident artist. Michael Falbister. China wants to use force. China wants to use force. North Korea's been shooting off missiles for the longest time. They want to use force, and Russia is now using force. Yeah, when you put it that way, Michael, it ain't looking good, brother. Kim Jong-un, North Korea's been shooting off his mouth and missiles forever. North Korea's not in a position. They would be met with heavy power if they made a move. Doesn't stop them from bluffing up all the time and trying to get something out of the United States as a concession or something. China wants Taiwan. We were talking about this last night in the house here because, again, reminiscing at the time, I visited Taipei, Taiwan in the early 70s and realizing again where I was in a time of history when Taiwan was just, I told my kids I got plenty of pictures walking around Taipei, Taiwan, and in the background you see a bunch of sandbags with machine guns and barbed wire around. It was a different time back then. And now the world has changed so much. But, yeah, Taiwan is still a prize for China that they want back. And are they going to be aggressive to try to take this time to make that kind of move? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. I think if the war in Ukraine spreads into Europe, China might make a move on Taiwan because the world is going to be busy. And what better time to make that move? I don't know. I worry about this shit the same way y'all do. What happens if? They had airstrikes in Lviv, 40 miles from the Polish border, striking in a place where a lot of people thought they were safer. on their route to try to escape the country. And, yeah. Yeah, media man, we do. We have a 90% bad track record with war. We need to get out. Yeah, war is not, oh man, yeah. There ain't no good war. There ain't a war that's been good for shit. People die on both sides. Lots of people, innocent people, soldiers, sailors, airmen, you name it. Everybody dies. There ain't no winners. Borders are marked or some shit, and now we got a sovereign nation being attacked by a major power. There's going to be war. It's like man's natural inclination is to, I don't know, be an asshole and take your neighbor's property, be an asshole to your neighbor. In some areas, yeah. That's exactly what's happening. But on the grand scheme, you have to remember that even though if your neighbor's a dick, you have other people in the community that you think would come to your assistance and help you in a time of need. And sometimes that's not always possible, but I think in the case of Ukraine, yeah, it's very possible. The world has come to Ukraine's attention. It is attempting to rise up. Yeah, Gary Spring, just like the old song, War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. That's what the song goes, and that's really what the household is. Anyway, it is Beer and Bud Friday, Bernadette. I don't know. You want to lighten it up and think not, but every story I'm reading that the situation in Ukraine is getting worse. You keep wondering, where is all these weapons that we're sending them? And let's send them the good shit. Let's start hitting Russia back hard. I noticed a picture. And again, this is pointing to, as I wander around my conversation, satellite photograph. And it's showing Russian artillery pieces being put in a berm. They're digging holes for them, putting up sandbags all around, getting them ready, baby. They're stationary now. Yeah, ain't nobody doing shit in this world anymore that we don't know about. There's a satellite photograph of every damn square inch of Ukraine. We know where damn every Russian's taking a shit at, probably. It's that precise nowadays. We have that capability to stare down from space and look right up at the stack of toilet paper that's piling up over here by this one particular tree. Yeah. And so we know where their positions are. We have weapons we're supposed to get into Ukraine that can help in this respect. And I'm hoping they take a whole lot of speed, expedite those drones, especially the Switchblade. Those are easily operated, hand launched. Fly it right into the target. They're disposable bombs. You fly it right into the target you want, grab another one, launch it, and then fly it right into the next tank or whatever else you're aiming at. And so that in the longer range, I would love to see Ukraine get the capability to take out a Russian warship in the Black Sea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take out Russia's supply lines coming in from Russia. Into Ukraine, and that would be helpful. Give Ukraine the ability to do those kind of things. I think I don't know, man. I just don't think Russia's doing well in that respect. Putin's going to get desperate, and what his next move is, Lord only knows. Anyway, is there anything about Ukraine on anybody's mind here? We're all Bert.
I think it's kind of hard to focus on.
It is. It is. A bunch of oligarchs' jets just left Dubai today. What does that mean, anyone? Well, I would think that somebody's trying to save their shit. Either that or they were confiscated on their way to the boneyard. I don't know. I do know that they're trying to scrape up as much because, that's a lot of expensive property that can be confiscated. Banks love to do that shit. they're getting the property, the boats, the yachts, the apartments. It's all, hey, we got to seize this. Sorry about it. It's not yours. Get the hell out. We got to lock it up. And, I think at some point these oligarchs, they're going to, I don't care how much money they got. They don't want to spend it in Russia. They want to get out of Russia and go spend it on the Riviera or somewhere. And when that money's not welcome, when they're not welcome, well, it puts them under a little pressure. Went to Dubai, left Russia, Putin fam in the Siberian bunker. Oh, man. Putin forced the people of Russia to attend this rally. Sounds like something Trump would do. Also, he reports he's paying those people to attend. And Leo Sahaki, Putin has started confiscating shit from them as well. Yes, these are the traitors he was talking about before yesterday. Yes, they're confiscating aircraft, any Western aircraft that are in the country. Russia is confiscating. They're trying to confiscate. I'm like Hillary Clinton. Really? Knock yourself out, baby. Take everything you want. Take anything you want. Who gives a shit? We'll stack up what they can take against what we can take any day of the week, baby. And I want to hear those moaning about what they lost in Russia. It really was one little corporate story that you kind of got to go, really? Is money really that important over national pride or national calling? Burger King said, no, we're not closing down our stores in Russia. No. McDonald's closed down. There's no place else to get a burger, so Burger King is staying in business, baby. Really. It's their right. They're up, in the world of corporations, that's their business. It's just very disappointing because as the world tries to rally to punish Russia, and a lot of companies are pulling out of Russia and stop buying Russian goods, there's Burger King saying, fuck it.
Just really quick, I just wanted to do a quick shout out. I just saw Velda Snyder's in the YouTube chat, just said hello everyone. Just wanted to say hi back. Glad to see she's in there and hope you and yours are doing good.
Hope everything's going well, Velda. And I want to thank Ed Beatty Jr., who just came in with a $5 donation and said, St. Patty's Day was back yesterday in Savannah. Hope for peace. Well, thank you very much, Ed. Yeah, hope for peace, baby. That's, as I say, if you're a religious person, pray and pray hard. Let me see.
David Billings wrote earlier that his brother is actually in Hungary, and he was in Ukraine a few days ago coordinating some aid to the Ukrainians over there.
Wow,
so,
good
David,
for him.
Shout out to your brother.
Shout out to your brother, indeed. There are a lot of people over in Ukraine helping right now. A lot of them are Americans.
Yeah.
And not all of them are going there with a gun in their hand. There are a lot of them that are going over there to aid and assist the refugees or those getting out, or even some going over to just to train Ukrainians that are fixing to go into battle. There is a lot of people that have stepped up. I couldn't be more proud of the countries that border Ukraine, Poland and Romania and others that have just absorbed so much of the refugees coming into their country. Bless their hearts, baby. They're being a model to the world. And I hope that we have the same courage to allow those that have Ukrainian American families here in the United States, that we could absorb some of that. There is a discussion going on. It's pitiful. I just don't. It's hard, because at times you feel like we should open our doors a little more easily when there is a crisis in the world, and you only have to look back to World War II when we talk about the Holocaust. Before we entered into the situation, we were turning back boatloads of Jewish people seeking asylum in the United States. We did not help until we were sucked into the war, and we can't. I hate that part of our history. During World War II, that we interned so many Japanese Americans for no other reason that they were Japanese, and they lived in America, and we were afraid of them. We've made mistakes over time, so many times, that you'd think we'd learn. But we're going to see what happens with this, because there is a dire need, and we need to open our doors as much as we're asking Poland and the rest of them to absorb this. Germany's accepting them, Italy, France. It's a world effort, baby. Anyway, what else is going on? Trump said he wanted more white people coming in, and he did allude to that fact. Why aren't we having more Europe? Yes, because he's a racist prick. That's why. He's always has and always has been, and the people that are still maggoted, I associate them in that same way. They've demonstrated them to be just that, themselves to be just that, and I take them at their word. That's the way it is. When they demonstrate who they are, believe them. But be better than that. That's this whole thing. That's the whole idea of what we're doing here. Or, we try to stimulate the vote here to keep everybody involved, but to remind everybody every day that we're given those choices in life of what to do with the things that we're confronted with. And I don't know. I like to think that I try to take the best route possible nowadays to try to help anybody I can, or put a smile on somebody's face. It's a whole lot better than just flipping them the bird and telling them to screw off. That's who we are. Yes, Leo Sahaki, Russia does have its own U.S. TV station called Fox News, and that is indeed the truth. That's what's so pitiful to me, that we have so many people in this country and they're running Tucker Carlson. They're running Fox News personalities, not just Tucker, on Russian TV in Russia, promoting that shit. And that's our country. These are our comrades. Is that what we should call Fox News, comrades? You really have to question their motive here on why they would take such a dark turn like that to actually support Russia in this endeavor, this make up bullshit excuses for why Russia should not pay a price for this. It's crap. It always has been crap. Fox News is nothing but a bullshit mountain of crap that they shovel out to maggots who just eat it up for their own hatred because they want to hate somebody. And Fox News has always got somebody to feed to them. And I don't know. Let's hope. Lorraine Bobbitt, what about her? What was somebody telling me about Bobart out in Colorado? Something about her, and I can't remember what it was. Hey, Mega Wet Willie came in with a donation. He sent $5 saying, bet Senator Joseph McCarthy is rolling over in his grave at today's Republican Party supporting Russians. Don't you think so? Thank you very much, Mega Wet Willie. Yeah, there are a lot. Hell, what do you think Reagan thinks of the Republican Party nowadays? Even Reagan couldn't get into this shit. It's, I don't know, the Republican Party, the party itself is a spineless bunch of white nationalists who are in it for the money or the power. The conservatives, those that have split off, like the Lincoln Project and others that have separated themselves from the Republican Party, they're the ones that's going to have to figure out what the hell to do. With the Republican, they're going to have to form a new party and just let the maggots have the title Republican and come up with something else. Or you got to do something to get that party back in together. Because right now it's fractured to shit. And, yeah, Donnie's going to run in 24, and of course he's going to win. But it's going to be a show, baby. That's what I fear. We're going to have an election in 2024. If Donald Trump runs, he is going to declare victory and proclaim to the world, God above and everybody else, that he was cheated for the third time. And And then where will we be? I don't know. We still have a long road to go. And, if we're lucky, Martha Smart's telling us 2 Americans killed so far. Only knew the journalist and the other was caring for his partner who was getting treatments. Yes, I did see that. One of the American recently, his partner was having treatments over there for multiple sclerosis, I believe it was. And, that's what war is, baby. Bombs are indiscriminate. Missiles are indiscriminate. They don't give a shit who they kill. There's been so much death already on both sides, baby. They say the death count for the Russians surpasses 10,000, and that's a heavy price Russia's going to have to pay. They said they're going to burn the bodies so nobody will know. Are you shitting me? Russian mamas will know, and that's where it'll come home. Anyway.
Really quick, Keith Ellis just wanted to say, hey, John, my dad is a Navy man himself, and he loves listening to you. Appreciate everything you do. Keep it up.
Hey, thank you very much. Semper Fortis, my friend. Yes, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. We have built a beautiful, not me, we have built a beautiful family here. I'm so proud of it. I say it all the time. The conversations that go on in this, when people come into the room, they say hello to each other. When we shut down, they say goodbye to each other. There's conversations going on. And that's the best part of this whole damn thing, is just watching that happen, having this community that we can rely on. And I can't thank you enough for it, because it does. We were discussing actually last night in the Blue Room. We get to shooting a lot of shit in the Blue Room after the live show. We all dunk over there into the Discord, into one of the voice chat rooms, and last night we got a little melancholy and shit. And I told him, I live at the end of a road, dead end, not well liked in the neighborhood. I don't have any friends that come over here. I don't go see nobody. This is my family. Since I started doing this, I lost a lot of friends. Go figure, they were Republicans and don't like what I say. I don't know. Haven't figured that one out yet, but I don't really give a shit. But, somebody in there wrote they were so thankful that I was here. The truth of the matter is I'm so thankful you're here, because it is a dead-end road. It gets lonely out here as much as y'all get lonely in there. And so I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad we've connected like this. I'm glad we get on Discord and have conversations and laugh about shit. The interactions in the Blue Room are something I treasure. If y'all haven't discovered that yet, go by bluedotintexas.com, follow the instructions, download Discord, get in there, and you can come on the show, go live, or you can just jump into the Blue Room after the show and just, I don't know, when I walk in there, you're going to be amazed at some of the things that have been discussed whilst I walk in the room. Catman56 came in with $2 and said, little by little, the right-wing nut jobs are falling apart. We just have to get past them. And we will make it a better place, baby. That's our job. That's what we're going to do. Anyway, I guess that's all I got for today. It is Friday, so please enjoy your beer, enjoy your bud, enjoy your weather, whatever it is. Try to put a smile on your heart and look at it through the brightest glasses that you could possibly can to make your weekend the best it can be. Pay attention, Diana Mallory says, to the war, but we also need to pay attention to what is going on here at home. Indeed. And I know what you're alluding to, and it can't come to my mind right now. There are things that go on every day in this country and in our own neighborhoods. This is the big picture we look at, but I hope your life is as good as it could possibly be in your neighborhood. Anyway, I love you. Thank you for being here. We'll be back here Sunday for another Blue Dot family meeting, so please come by and join us. Like I said, get on Discord, come by and join the conversation. We'd love to have you. And in the meantime, y'all take care of yourself. We'll